What I'm about to show you in this video will blow your mind with how stupid it is. I'm not exaggerating, it will actually blow your mind. Like when I first saw it, I seriously thought it was satire because it was too stupid. It was too far-fetched not to be. But I don't think it is. I hope it is. I really do. I posted a video the other day saying I have to say this, where I weighed in on the great British Chinese food debate. And I bravely said that chips and curry sauce do not belong on Chinese. Not that it is disgusting per se. It's just I don't understand why you'd have chips with a Chinese. Like, chips are a relatively bland. I don't know why you waste stomach space on like chips. And curry sauce, I don't know, better sauce is sweet and sour sauce. And I was blown away with the positive response on this video. I thought people were going to come for my throat with this one because it is a very hotly debated topic in the UK. A lot of people are like, you're so brave for this, George. Thank you for speaking up. George's real balls are still to say such a brave thing and be brutally honest. What a charismatic mad lad. Truly a brave statement. Don't know if George's career will ever recover. I was on top of the world with the positive feedback on this video and my opinions. Now, tying into like this debate here, the spark was Americans discovering what British Chinese food is and the fact that British people call it a Chinese instead of Chinese food. And honestly, I paid no heed to it because, you know, Americans seeing something outside of America, it shocks them, doesn't it? So I can't really blame them. Also, we do have chips on Chinese, so, you know, I can't blame them for being so shocked. However, what I am going to show you right now is the worst take on it I have ever seen. Prepare yourself. So we got this video here that we looked at in the last video of just she's just got her Chinese. She's very happy, very harmless video, and it seems to be like the catalyst for this like British Chinese debate. But you know what? She's harmless. She's just happy to have her Chinese food. What do you think this American is gonna say? A joke about the food being disgusting? I don't know what else. But what do you think? Leave in the comments what you think they're gonna say, because I guarantee you will not get it.
Did anyone order a Chinese?
I grew up being told that the English ate my family.
I guarantee you did not expect how this would begin. But anyway, let's hear them out. Let's hear them out.
As I've mentioned before, my family are Irish famine survivors.
Okay.
So I have family who's buried here and back home.
Back home? You grew up in the grassy fields of Ireland, did you?
Unfortunately, mostly in unmarked graves. It's our family lore that back home, the English...
Family lore! No, not family history. We're done with saying family history. Family lore, as if it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Lore that back home, the English ate our family. And that's...
Okay, so I did a little bit, like the tiniest bit of research ever into this, what they're saying here. And what they're saying is like the English ate the Irish back during the famine. And I did like a Google search on this and everything, had a look at it. Couldn't find anything to do with specifically the English eating the Irish. I saw a couple of things about like general cannibalism in during the famine, which doesn't surprise me. It was like a famine, wasn't it? I have like a very vague understanding of like Irish and English relations. I know the English were not very nice to the Irish. And I think everyone knows at this point, even the most deluded English people, that England was not a very nice country to other countries. I'm not denying that. I know that for a fact. But anyway, let's continue with what they're getting at here.
Why we're having such difficulty tracking them down. And when I first heard that English people speak this way about their food, I was triggered and I couldn't figure out why. This day, I still do not know if the English actually ate my family or any other Irish people.
So the point this person is getting at here is a very, very insane one. They're not actually saying like Chinese food is disgusting. They're just saying that when we say a Chinese instead of Chinese food, we're referring to eating the people, and it's like an inside joke amongst us. I mean, we're not. We're just... It's such an insane process. It's such an insane leap to think about.
But I do know that they're talking this way on purpose.
We're talking this way on purpose. Oh, have a day off. It's just... Okay, so I don't know what it is with America, but they have to specify every single little thing in their sentences. So, that, for example, when they order a Chinese, they'll say, we're ordering Chinese food. When they say they're going to the doctor's, they say we're going to the doctor's office. Over here, we feel as though we don't need to specify, because if we say we're going to the doctor's, it's obvious we're going to the doctor's office. When we say we're ordering a Chinese, it's obvious we're ordering Chinese food. It's definitely not like this weird inside joke between, like, British people. That is like, we ate people from other countries back in the day. And the way they talk about it in this video, it's as if like all of us were just like going overseas to have a scran on someone. This is like, they're talking as if like we're like incredibly like bloodthirsty and human flesh hungry. It's like, this video is insane.
And that's why they think it's so funny. Is that plausible to know?
It's not. Oh, this is like next level stupid. This is like a next level stupid video, and you're probably thinking what I did to begin with, that this has to be satire because it is so bumblingly stupid. But I've had a quick look through their profile, and I don't think it is satire. But after seeing the response to this video from people being like, what the fuck are you on about? Did they delete the video or did they double down? Of course they doubled down.
The English have arrived in my comment section to justify their mass murder of Irish people during the famine.
I didn't do anything. No one alive today did anything. I'm not saying that the English never did anything, because they obviously did, and you know. But like right now, we didn't. None of us alive committed mass murders. But anyway, let's continue.
I'm not delusional. You guys just aren't getting it.
Okay, yes, it's everyone else. It's not me that's delusional. No, it's everyone else. All 7 billion of you. You're delusional. Because I'm sure even like Americans know, like, that this isn't the case. That when we refer to a Chinese, we're referring to eating Chinese people as some kind of weird inside joke.
Let's just put this out here. We know the historical facts.
Do we?
And we know the intent of your language.
This has to be bait. This has to be bait, but it really feels like it isn't. If it is, this is the best bait of all time.
We know the historical facts. We know what happened to Irish people. We know that the English probably didn't eat Irish people. They ate everybody else.
What? Sorry, in your first video, you were like, oh yeah, the English ate my family in Ireland. What? I don't think they did eat everyone else. I haven't done any research on this. I don't think the English just went round to countries and just scrammed everyone.
And we know that you don't mean a literal Chinese person.
Right.
We know you mean literal Chinese food takeaway or takeout. What you're not understanding is that that's not the conversation we're having. You're having the white conversation. We're having the non-white conversation. The non-white conversation is about the impact of colonialism and genocide and how that infiltrates language and attitudes.
The woman just said she's ordered the Chinese. It's like, ordering Chinese food. What are you on about? What are you on about? And don't get me wrong, that sort of conversation is definitely a thing to have. But like in relation to calling Chinese food a Chinese, really? Now this video made its way to r/Ireland, where the actual Irish had their say. Why we say we're getting a Chinese according to American TikTokers. So according to TikTok, apparently we're saying we're having a Chinese and every other type of food because British people used to eat us, and now we're all purposefully choosing to say it as a way to be racist. Can we not have a few same-ons claiming to be Irish for a change? Denied. This is way funny. It is very funny. It's very funny. In fact, my favourite genre of Americans is the ones that claim to be Irish. Wait, is this what satire? I assume she's taking the piss. I wish she was. She has made multiple similar videos and is arguing with people in the comments who try and tell her it's not racist or related to cannibalism. Okay, so a little bit further down the thread, this person says this. Okay, so I checked her videos and she actually responded to my comments on one just a minute ago. Unfortunately, I think she's serious. I said, we Irish people also refer to a Chinese takeaway as having a Chinese though, and she responded saying, I am aware, but who gave you that language? Implying we only say that because English people do. Do you guys think we all died in 2012 and this is hell? Quite possibly. All this video has done has made me want to get a Chinese. I know, I'm fucking craving a Chinese. This whole debate has had me craving a Chinese. To clarify, not a Chinese person. I don't want to eat a Chinese person, TikTok. I don't want to eat a Chinese person. I want to eat Chinese food. Back home, that really doesn't sit right referring to in the video when she said back home. Yep, that was the worst for me as an American with an Irish dad. I got used to him say this often. Hearing her say it makes me somewhat nauseous. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave it there for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this wildly debated topic. When I say I want to get a Chinese, am I referring to eating a Chinese person? Do let me know down below. Cheers!